a member of both the North Dakota and Minnesota legislature. Now, with that said, I'm also a proponent of Measure 2. And the reason I'm a proponent of Measure 2 is I think the property taxes is probably one of the most unjust taxes that we have in our system. When values of a home go up, the taxes go up.
Correct.
And the cities and the political subdivisions don't seem to lower the mills. Now, with that being said, I just read with interest here a couple weeks ago that Tax Commissioner Corey Fong, who is railing against Measure 2, just completed a study. And his study suggests that property values are going to increase 7.7% a year over a period of 10 years, which is equivalent to a 110% increase. And I just asked your listeners out there, who in the heck can afford a 110% increase in their property taxes, being they're already excessively high?
Yeah, I know what you're quoting, because I saw the same thing, and I also had read, this was 2-3 weeks back. And it was in one of the local newspapers. I can't remember the Herald or it was probably in both. And again, I can't send all the stuff in front of me. That the problem that we're going to have is we are going to price ourselves out of the market. In other words, these property values are going up, but people's pay are not going up. They're not going to be able to afford these homes. Now, yeah, you got people making great money on the oil patch. That's the oil patch. But what about the rest of the state?
Well, exactly. Well, I work with young couples and families every day up here in Grand Forks, and we qualify folks on PITI, principal interest, tax, and insurance. And it's the principal and interest with 4% interest on the average loan today. That's really low. That's really decent. It's the lowest it's been in decades. But now we're looking at property taxes. The T of the PITI, which is excessive, I feel. I just say up in Grand Forks, a $150,000 home has a $3,300 tax, property tax. Now, if you eliminated that tax, just took that $3,300 away, you'd have, the people would be able to afford a $66,000 more home. They'd be able to move up. If somebody had a $200,000 home, they're paying roughly $4,400 in property taxes. They would be able to afford $88,000 more in home. One more, $300,000 home, $6,600 in taxes, they'd be able to afford a $110,000 home. So what I'm just telling you is property taxes go away, people can move up, get better homes, maybe suit their family needs better, and homes are much more affordable. That's the point I'd like to make.
I'm gonna ask you a question. And if I don't ask this question, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. Are you for eliminating property taxes because you can sell more home to people, put more money in your pocket?
No, not necessarily. I would say the reason that I would like to see property taxes go away, very simply, it'll be a boon to the economy. Just think of the tradesmen that will be able to work on building new homes, electricians, plumbers, roofers, steam, the heating and air conditioning folks. Just think of how the economy would absolutely boom, the sales taxes that would be collected, and also when people also wouldn't have to pay property taxes, that money, if they don't decide to move up into a larger home, they have more disposable income.
Okay.
They'll be spending.
Okay.
And when you spend, everybody knows in the economy, roughly, for every dollar that gets turned